Thank you for joining me for yet another unboxing video, and today we have more CMON goodness. We're talking Ankh, Gods of Egypt, brought to you by Cool Mini or Not and Guillotine Games. This is a game by Eric M. Lang, art by Adrian Smith. Move this camera a little bit for you. Take control of one of the legendary gods of Egypt, each with unique game-changing powers, and lead your devotees in an epic conflict for eternal life. Shape the land to your will, build monuments, gain followers, unlock Ankh powers, and get legendary guardians to join you in the fight. In the war for the people's devotion, both strength and cunning will be needed to dominate the kingdoms and outmaneuver the other gods. As the sands of time run out, those who fall behind will merge into new deities or be forgotten. In the end, there can only be one god of Egypt. This game is for 2 to 5 players, takes for ages 14 plus, and takes about 90 minutes to play per scenario. Ankh, Gods of Egypt. In ancient times, along with the mighty Nile, the people flourished, and so too did their gods. They built monuments, made sacrifices, and grew in power. But power can only be shared for so long. As one by one the gods are forgotten or merge into new deities, they wage bloody war for control of the land and the people's devotion. Only one god will emerge triumphant. In the new age of monotheism, who will it be? And here also, which is a very heavy box, we also have the box contents, information here. Again, this was released in 2021 by CMON. For more information, go to cmon.com and guillotinegames.com. Now, as we all know, before I crack this bad boy open, I'm going to move the camera down a little bit here. I'm going to move it up a little bit as well. But as you guys know, CMON has sold off quite a bit of rights to different games. I'm not sure if they still own the rights to Ankh, Gods of Egypt. I'm not going to get too political about that. But again, go to cmon.com for more information regarding the gameplay or for any additional scenarios which you may have. Also, if you're interested in purchasing this product or any of the expansions that go along with it, go to cmon.com for more information. If they no longer carry this game, they may give you information as to who is the new owner of this line of games. And I don't want to get too political. So with that note, let's crack the bad boy open and let's see what we got inside the box. So right off the bat, we're going to start off with our core rulebook. Let's bring this down a little bit more. So we're going to be looking at the rulebook. Open this up, table of contents, the overview. Let's see what it says here. Overview. Gods of Egypt is a competitive game for 2 to 5 players set in ancient mythological Egypt during the transition from polytheism to monotheism. Each player controls an ancient Egyptian god, and their goal is to gather enough devotion to become the only god of Egypt. Devotion is gained by having monuments in your honor and engaging in conflicts with other gods for dominion over the kingdom. To do so, you will need to gather followers, sacrificing them to build monuments or increase your god's Ankh powers. As time advances, monuments may become associated with different gods. Mythical guardians will join the conflict. Regions of Egypt will be redivided by camel caravans, and 2 gods may even merge into a new divine being. But only one, or perhaps none, will rise in the end as the only god of Egypt. Here's your introduction. What you're going to find in the box. Lots of stuff. Over here you got your basic concepts, your game board, adjacency, figures, monuments, central dashboards. You've got your god dashboard, devotion, battle cards, setup, winning the game, gameplay, actions, moving figures, summoning figures, gaining followers, unlock Ankh powers, different events that can take place. Control monuments, camel caravans. We have here conflicts that may occur. We have select and reveal cards, build monuments, resolve plague, monument majorities. Moving on, you have battle resolutions. You have merging gods, forgotten gods, cards and powers, Ankh powers level 1, level 2, level 3, different types of cards that are in the game, the different battle cards. Of course, you have the gods of Egypt. You have Amun, Anubis, Osiris, Ra, and Isis. And then you have the Guardians of Mankind. You have Cat Mumi, you have Satet, Apep, Mummy, Giant Scorpion, and Andro Sphinx. And all the credits for the good people who brought you this game. So pretty much for instructions of the gameplay, about 27 pages of instructions. And you have an explanation of the cards and the different gods of Egypt, giving a little background information. And in the back of the game, as they always have, is the rule summary. So you have the turn sequence. Players take turns choosing first actions. Line lower than the first action. Take notes. So your actions are move figures, summon figures, gain followers, unlock your Ankh power. Some of your events you can have are Control Monument, Camel Caravan, Conflicts, Dominion over one player, Battle multiple players, Select reveal cards, Build Monument, Resolve Plague, Monument Majority, Battle Resolution. Then Victory. Reach the top space of Devotion track, only God in play after 4th conflict event, highest devotion after 5th conflict event. Give you your victory points. Gods can never be killed. Figures and monuments in different regions are not adjacent to each other. All right, so there is your core rulebook. And then we have a scenario book here. Take a look at as well, using scenarios. So again, it comes down to whether you're using 2 to 5 players, 2 players, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 2 to 4, 3 to 5, 3 to 5, 4 players, or 5 players. Again, setting up the boards. The Old Kingdom, the Great Flood, 2 capitals, the Delta's Bounty, Dynastic Unrest, the Great Rebuilding, Guardians of Kemet, Twilight over the New Kingdom, Syncretism. Again, it tells you up top here also how many players. For 5 players, 4 players. Up the top, it tells you each exactly how many players are part of each of these campaigns. And back, again, you have your rule summary as the same as what you had in the back. Well, this one, which is good because now for a 2-player game, both of you had set of the rules and the different game sequence of turns. So there are your 2 books, your core rule book and your scenario book. I'm going to take those off for a second because the game board is, again, another one of these ginormous game boards. So here we go. So we have to move some stuff around here just so we can get everything on the table. So let's take a look at our first board here. Very well done. So we'll open this up as well. So it's one-sided, which is great to see. So we open it up on this side as well. So I try to pan and scan the entire thing up close so you can see a good idea what the board looks like. And then move over to this direction here. The eyes is watching you. And we flip it onto this side. So the board is not as large as I anticipated that it would be. Again, I picked this up in the aftermarket, so I paid not even half the cost of what I saw it going for on the Kickstarter. It didn't really grab my attention as a Kickstarter, so I didn't really want to back it. It's one of the few CMON games that I have not backed. But when I saw in the aftermarket, I said, you know what? Let me pick this up and check out and see what everybody's been talking about. So, lay this down real quick. So there is your game board. Again, I'll start from the bottom and work my way around. This is the southern end. Moving to the eastern side of the game board. That. Here's your center point. So again, as we're going through here, we have the 4 different starting points for the game, I'm assuming. Again, I don't want to assume because you know what they say, you're going to ask that of you and me, and there's your center point again. We're going to come down to the bottom where we started off, and there is your game board. All right, so I'm going to center that, put that right about there, and let's start taking a look at these components. So right off the bat, we got to put we have our rule book and we have our rule book and scenario book right there. So that goes right there in the corner. So we know we have that. Now we have some different. You have your devotion tracker. In the back, so you have a devotion tracker. You have Amun, the hidden. Ankh powers, the Amun, the hidden. Mysterious forms, different things you have to do with them. Then you have Ra, the sun and the light. Then you have Isis, Queen of the Throne. Her Ankh powers. Move it up just a little bit, just so we can see most of these. Isis. And then Osiris, God of the Dead. And then you have Anubis, the Embalmer. Judge of the Dead, and the Ankh powers that they control. So there you go. There are your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different characters that you can, or different gods that you can run, which is Anubis, Osiris, Isis, Ra, and Amun. Again, these are all set up. I have little baggies that set up and explain that are put in all the different groups that we have here. So battle steps, again, actions, move figures, summon figures, gain followers, unlock your powers. Back here, battle steps, select and reveal cards, build monument, resolve plague, monument, majority, battle resolution. So in each of these, we have one of these cards. You have different cards. You have your chariots, your cycle of Mot, plague locust, your flood, your drought, your build monument, and your miracle. This is your team for Ra. Each of the cards, again, there's +3 chariots, +1 plague of locusts. It says all players in the region simultaneously bid followers and sacrifice them. Kill all figures here except for those of the player who sacrificed the single most followers. Flood. When revealed, gain 1 follower for each of your figures in fertile green spaces in the region. Those figures can't be killed during battle resolutions. Drought, +1. Your devotion reward for winning this battle is increased by 1 for each of your figures in desert yellow spaces in the region. Build monument. You may sacrifice 3 followers to build and control a temple, pyramid, or obelisk anywhere in the region. And then miracle. After battle resolution, gain 1 devotion for each of your figures killed during the battle, including plague of locusts. You have your large bases. You have small bases. You have tokens. You have a plastic token. And you have these tokens. So this is your set of tokens for Ra. And baggies are not included, but again, when I picked this game up in the aftermarket, everything was separated already. I went through it, everything was there, so it makes me very happy that it sets up the game and I can get it on the table that much quicker. So that's your first character that we're going to talk about, is Ra. And again, you have a tremendous amount of these tokens. And these tokens as well. Front and backs are the same. That is your bag for Ra. Then we have one here, another one, which is for Amun. Again, Miracle. After battle resolution, gain 1 devotion for each of your figures killed during this battle, including Plague of Locusts. Build Monument. You may sacrifice 3 followers to build and control a temple, pyramid, or obelisk anywhere in the region. +1 Drought. Your devotion reward for winning this battle is increased by 1 for each of your figures in desert, yellow spaces, and the region. Plague of Locusts. Again, all players in the region simultaneously bid followers and sacrifice them. Kill all figures here except for those of the player who sacrificed the single most followers. Cycle of Mat. Again, at the end of this battle, reclaim all of your used battle cards, including this one. Flood. When revealed, gain 1 follower for each of your figures in the fertile green spaces in the region. Those figures can't be killed during battle resolution. And your +3 Chariot. Again, your actions and your battle steps. Again, all the cards are identical. They're the same in each of the bags, which for each set. So, this one gets this figure, or I should say this token. And again, they get 2 large bases and 2 large bases, 2 small bases. And different color tokens. Get the 1 plastic token. This is what you have here. So again, this is everything that's included for Amun. If you're controlling that character right there, this is everything that you get as your starting point. The next one we have, I'm not going to read all the cards because the cards are identically the same. So again, we get another action and battle set. This is for Osiris. Again, the cards are all the same. The actions that they can do. Bases are the same. The tokens match with the color of the bases. Here we have 2 different so some of the tokens are just a little different for this guy. And again, get a plastic one of this and a whole baggie full of these. And again, this is for your character here, which we have, which is Osiris. Then our next character that we have, again, same cards, but this is for Isis. In the battle steps and the actions, your bases, and there does not appear to be any different tokens than what we have here. We have, again, we have another plastic one, and the blue ones for this character. So in they go. I do not see any extra token for Isis, so we'll move on with that. And we also have a purple one, which is going to be again, this is Anubis. all their cards, the battle steps, the actions. Again, all their tokens are purple in color. Of course, and we also get the one of plastic token as well. So again, we're going to move these back into here, and you get 2 small bases and 2 large bases in that baggie that's already been set up. So those are your 5 different characters. You could be Anubis, Osiris, Isis, Ra, and Amun. Some more tokens that we have. Gemstone. Lots of these. Fronts and backs are the same. Some of those. Here are these. They look like that. Your numbers. 7, 8, 6, 5. Numbers. Yes, so numbers 1 to 7. The 3 different types again of these. Those appear to be the 3 shapes. Those tokens, front and backs, are the same. Get those as well. We also get a bunch of tokens that look like this. Handstandees. Some more tokens. Beautiful bag of tokens of those. Lots and lots of those. And we have some standees as well. Put some standees back here in case we find a couple more in the bags as we move along. Again, we have this. We have our actions. You move figures, summon figure, gain followers, unlock Ankh power. Again, down here, it starts down here. It says end of game starts up here. So you start this way and you work your way around this way. Again, in the rulebook, all of these icons are explained throughout. Again, that we just saw that piece right over here somewhere. You saw that? Yep, that's right there, obviously. So there's that board there. Unlock Ankh powers, gain followers, summon figure, and move figures. On the back side, there is nothing there. We'll put that onto the side as well. We'll start here with the figures. These are all little camels. These are all camels. So a bag full of camels. I'll show you one of those up close. Highly detailed. Resting camel. That is awesome. there. Now, we have a considerable amount of figures. I am not going to take every figure out of the box, but what I'm going to do is show you, show you one example of the character, and what I'll also do is show you, at the end, we'll show you how many we have. So we'll just count off how many of these we actually have. So here's character number 1. Very cool. So if I look at my color chart over here, this looks like it's blue or green. These are green, so I'm going to say these are for Osiris. Looks like skeleton warriors. Very, very cool. Very, very awesome. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. These are for Ra. Very, very cool figures. You get 6 of those. For Anubis, you get 6 of those. For Amun, you get 6 of those. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, and the red. No, we got the red one. So those are the blue. Sorry, I see the blue here. Didn't grab it. All right, and the blue, which is Isis. These are your warriors for Isis. So again, you get 6 of each of these. All the figures are identically the same. So I'm going to take that off and show you what I mean by that. So again, you see the empty spots. There's 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Empty spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Empty spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Empty spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And empty spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is for the red. This is for the blue. So those are additional characters that you'll also receive for warrior figures for the game. Throw those guys over here up there so you can see those as well. Now at the bottom here, we have our very, very large figures. Large. So let's continue on. We get 3 of these figures. Three of these figures. Let's get one that's a little straighter. It's kind of curved. 3, it looks like 3 mummies. Very cool, very cool. 3 of these. Not exactly sure what that is, but they're very well done. Look like cats. Very cool. So we got 3 of those. Now come the ginormous figures. You get 2 of these. You get 2 of these. You get 2 giant scorpions. Which looks like a mummy in there too, encased. Very cool. The large miniatures for each of the gods. What I'm going to have to do here is bring this up just a little bit more so I can fit these in here. I put the gods over here because they are large. Number 2. Again, the sculpting, second to none. Absolutely stunning. Really, really awesome job. The attention to the attention to detail, just absolutely awesome. And if I go back again to look at this one real quick, you look at the bottom of the statue, just everybody praying down there, worshiping the god. It's just over the top. This figure line here is just over the top. When you look at what they've done for Zombicide and for what they've done for the the Zombicide games, the Cyberpunk games, all these different games, with the figure lines that they put out for these, it's really, really pretty, awe-inspiring. There, it's just beautiful, beautiful mastery of the creation of these different figures, the detail that went into them, just really, really phenomenal, without a doubt. Phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal. And these are all the gods that are being used in the game. Move them over. This one over. Just over. That's a scorpion. That's that thing here. And we have one more, which is right here. Again, when you see it in person, it's fine with the red. Sometimes the camera just wigs out a little bit with the red. So I apologize in advance for that if it's not getting a clear picture of it. So there you have it. That is everything that's included. And this concludes our unboxing of the core box set of Ankh, Gods of Egypt, brought to you by Simon and also Guillotine Games. It's a game by Eric M. Lang, art by Adrian Smith, and this is an absolutely stunning game of mythical proportions. Again, Ankh, Gods of Egypt. For more information, go to simon.com or guillotinegames.com. As discussed, this game is for 2 to 5 players, ages 14 up, and it takes about 90 minutes to play a game. And as always, thank you so much for joining me for this unboxing video. It's truly appreciated. If you enjoyed the video, you could always give us a thumbs up, leave a comment below. You could also hit that subscribe button. This way you'll be kept up to date as to any time we release new content to the page. As always, thank you so much for joining us. Be safe, be well, enjoy the rest of your day. We'll catch you on the next unboxing video.